is IOTAs from Sayada Sai School, Canada, and University of Toronto Schools in Ontario, Canada. Their innovation, IOTA PISCIUM, is an audit and security mobile app that helps identify possible security flaws and attacks. Please welcome IOTAs.
So good evening, judges and audience. My name is Ranjana. This is my partner Madhu.
Bonsoir, tout le monde.
Today we will be talking about our innovative concept, IOTA PISCIUM. Now, IOTA PISCIUM is a mobile app that detects and analyzes security vulnerabilities within household IoT devices. If you're wondering what IoT is an acronym for Internet of Things, and when we refer to IoT household devices, we mean devices such as smart washing machines, smart TVs, smart refrigerators, and etc. As we all know, and for those who don't, the Internet of Things has developed exponentially in the past 10 years. It is believed to reach over 50 billion devices by the end of 2020. But there is a downside to this achievement. In the modern era, customers fall prey to technology's advancements without knowing the cons of the product. These are some of the issues that customers face every single day. On October 21st, 2016, there was a security breach on the internet that left millions of users in limbo. This breach took down many major websites such as Spotify, Amazon, PayPal, resulting in a loss of more than $50 billion. And one of the major causes was due to security cameras. Here's a visual to help understand the problem better.
Mirai is the name of a malicious program also referred to as a worm. It targets the smart devices within your home network. Mirai has been used in some of the largest cyber attacks ever recorded. In 2016, hackers managed to infect thousands and thousands of household connected devices like printers, baby monitors, cameras, and smart refrigerators, just like those you may have around your home. They took control of smart devices and used them to flood the servers of an important internet infrastructure company, with malicious traffic appearing to come from millions of internet locations. Many major websites became unavailable to users in Europe and North America. That's what's called a distributed denial of service attack. Flooded with tons of lookup requests for web addresses, servers can't cope with the traffic. They stop working, and the websites they're supposed to send traffic to become unavailable.
So, when we heard about this attack, we tried to search for a solution. But there was no solution. No one was addressing the issue. So instead of waiting for a solution, we made our own solution. And that solution is the IOTA PISCIUM mobile app.
Our mission is to secure the world's IoT devices. But first, we'll start with the world's household IoT devices.
Now, to go into a brief overview of how the app works, after you launch the application, it will connect to your home network and discover all connected IoT household devices. Then, the IOTA PISCIUM app scans devices to identify vulnerabilities, interacts with its cloud database, and provides a final recommendation report to its user. Now, to walk you through in more detail, after the app is launched, it will connect to the home network and first discover all devices, and then derive the IoT household devices list from there. Then, the IoT household devices list will undergo black and white box testing in order to determine the vulnerabilities list, which is the intermediate assessment list. The intermediate assessment list is sent to the cloud database for further evaluation. Now, all the data and rest and motion are encrypted with a symmetric key to ensure that the whole process is secure. We also follow the security principles of CIA, also known as confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Now, after the intermediate assessment list has been evaluated by our NIST database on our partner website's information, the cloud will compile a final recommendation report and send it back to the app, which will include a recommendation list and a device score from 1 to 99, 1 being well prone to attacks and 99 being well protected from attacks. The recommendation list is stored inside the cloud database for historical information. Now, here's a graphical representation of our app. So, launch, discover, process, result. As simple as that. Now, our plan of actions for the release 1, which will be on Android, is to first validate the alpha, then to release the beta, and to finally launch it to the public. Our release 2, which will be on the iOS, will be targeted for late 2018.
Moving on to the expenses for IOTA PISCIUM, this is a breakdown across many phases, and our final cost is believed to be a bit more than $500,000. And as for our timeline, our overall time period is believed to be around 10 months, and this is a breakdown of the time consumption per phase. For our marketing strategy, our app will be free to the first 100 Android customers, and since a lot of people use apps and social media, we'll have in-app and social media advertisements to promote our app. We will also have relations with home insurance companies to ensure home insurance rebate and a Google search engine optimization to ensure that our app places in the top 5 under cybersecurity. And these are our funding partners that will be aiding us financially for the development of IOTA PISCIUM. And as for pricing details, there are 3 tiers of subscription: the annual, monthly, and the 3-year plan. Our annual subscription is believed to be the most popular at a cost of $25 for a maximum of 10 devices per household, but the pricing can also be altered to the customer's preference.
Now, we've come to the end of our presentation. Help us secure your IoT household devices.
Are you ready for the future?
The secure future.
Thank you for listening.
Merci pour écoute.
This is a great problem space to tackle. These devices are the most unsecured devices on the internet today, mostly because people don't know how to change their default passwords, and that's where kind of the core root of the problem is. A couple of things you might want to think through. You're going to have a large diversity of hardware and protocols you're going to have to manage as you're scanning these things and working through recommendations for those. So that'll be kind of a challenge to overcome. The other thing, your licensing model. Just for example, I've got around 50 IoT devices in my home. I might be on the upper end, but as we move forward over the next number of years, I mean, it's going to be more and more common. So give that a thought. Good job.
Great, really, really good, well-designed presentation. You guys are so confident. I really appreciated that.
Yeah, the IOT is obviously something that's we kind of will look at as a ticking time bomb in the next couple of years that most people don't understand. People don't understand because they get these neat things. You know, now you have a Wi-Fi connected blender. You know, it's just going to get crazy over the next couple of years. So I love that you tackled this item because it's huge. I love it. Keep working at it. Thank you.
Great presentation. You guys clearly know your stuff. I have one suggestion and I think he mentioned it, make sure you consider the number of devices and the other level of technology and peripherals that will need to be included in that.
My phone just told me you did a good job. There's your Internet of Things. No, it was a good presentation. The licensing part is a pain. If you want a long lecture on the subject, I'm happy to give it to you, and I don't mean it in a negative way for you. I licensed a lot of software in my life, licensed a lot of other materials in my life, and the numbers are always hard. But the fact that you mentioned it, the fact that you were able to take it on, I think is a real positive.
Thank you for your comments.
Thank you, IOTAs. Our first team is Reb from Dublin High School in